Asta was a swordsman. So Yami and Magma go to the... If you want to recap, just go look at the other video. So they go there, they lose the bet. They go to the... Wait, was Asta's place called Hotch Village or was Magma? I don't know. But okay, what happens is that they go there to kill the boars. So they go there. What happens is, because he can manipulate his blade in this one, I'm gonna say he can actually make it sharp if he wants to. So he's like cuts. So what he does, he cuts down the forest, like a part of it, and he decided he was just gonna give the wood to the people. So yeah. And we'll see he like kind of cuts off their legs in the process because he tried to cut down the stumps and all that. No, he uproots them because he can hit the ground and make that shockwave and stuff, but he did that in a circle. Kind of disrupting, unrooting all the things in the circle. So he sees all of them, then he does a little backflip and he starts striking them all down. So they get there. So they see the mist. He does his ultra defense without hitting them and like walks through. So they see all the people are about to get attacked. This is whenever Asta strikes everywhere, hitting all the ice things. And they're like, oh, you're messing up my schedule. So everything happens where he's defending Noelle. Noelle makes that magic barrier while he's inside. This is where I came up with the combo. Instead of like striking through them, he like combines his like where he can like deflect magic. Where he like stopped it from cutting it, so I'm gonna see he can actually control it, not to like use it or anything like that. But then he like, they call it combination spell, water barrier, porcupine barrier, and like starts hitting everybody and stuff. And the ice particles that try to go in, he like destroyed. I'm gonna say this is kind of hard to hit every one of them still. So Asta just starts, and Asta goes really fast, dodging all of them while they're distracted trying to hit him, where he doesn't have to attack the other shards over there. So he comes over, I'm gonna say he dulls his blade, and like he uses this room because there's so many shards, and I'm gonna say he is still protecting them from the big ones. That he pulls out his sheath that's still anti-magic, so he's destroying the shards in front of him while hitting the other big shards. Ends up, he hits a person with their sheath, and that person gets knocked out from the force. Then he comes up, stabs the other two, like hits the other two in like vital organs, but without being sharp. And the other dude, like, then Magma comes out with his fireball and hits the big, Magma says baptism by fire. Also changes his sword into a claymore. That surprises them. They're confused. And like he hits the person. So they save Hodgeville. The dude's dead. He gets the magic stone. They go back to the black holes. They get paid. They go to the place. Because he's so much faster that I'm gonna say he can actually run on walls. How fast he's going, but it's more like he's like sliding on walls on his hands and stuff to hold him up. So he's running. Then he jumps in the air. Not like he jumps on like a top of one of the little blankets places and like launches himself on strings and all that. And like he does a spin. No, he's in the air above him, and he does this. No, below him and he strikes upwards. And like then he strikes down, knocking the dude out. So they go to the place and stuff. So yeah, the Magic King gives them a dungeon quest. So they go to the dungeon and stuff, and they Asta's instantly cutting down the traps as soon as they're activated. Cause like whenever he walks in, he asks them to point out all the magic, and he like struck them all because how fast he is. Before Luck didn't trap any of them on them. So Luck says you're boring, leaves off because he sensed the magic. They still meet Four Eyes and Healer, or Noel's cousin. And stuff. So that's all still happens. So then they go. Noel says that his magic's going down. They go over there. So he just, instead of like seeing him or anything, he like strikes in the air, hitting all of them. No, I'm gonna say the multiple shots in a row, or like his special. Then this time what he does, he jumps in the air above him, and he like strikes so many times in this circle or position that like he's so fast that you don't see the blade strike till after he puts his sword away, like all those animes do. Like this vortex happens, sucking all the black mist in, cutting the dude. Like I'm talking about, he only cut him a few times to make sure it was mostly for the wind that he did it for. So if he's more hurt, more magic though. Excuse me. So they go. The magic dude with the weird crystals in his head, weirdo man, is there. So Asta rolls up and he does this, like disappearing and reappearing strike move, like all the animes where the strikes happen afterwards, destroying half of them. And like he says, your weaklings are not supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be alive and stuff, you're worthless. And he says, I have no magic, but I still beat your magic and stuff. So they do the fight and stuff. He slices up his sword. Oh yeah, Yuno's there, so he's helping also. So he comes down with the sword strike. Like mostly, like did this on purpose. On accident, where also like jumped on one of his spells, and like he got shot forward, and like he dropped down on them. Like he like hit the dude at the same time with the sword and stuff. So what happens is, to like confuse the dude, because Asta's so small still, he goes behind. So Yuna creates a big one. Asta's on the other side, like grabbing onto it, because Yuna controlled it where he could. And as soon as that like touches his armor, he like doesn't work. Says your magic's useless because he made it weak. And like then Asta's on his shoulder and he slices. Not on his shoulder, was he? No, he's not in that form yet, but he says your aim sucks, and Asta's behind him afterwards. And Asta like turns his sword into a claymore, without noticing and spins and hits the dude. No, he hits the ground, I'm gonna say, to knock the dude out. No, he does that little flash and disappear again. So the last thing the dude seen before he got knocked out was Asta with a sword and a sheathing his sword. So he gets flung in the water again. That happens to get the treasure. So Asta sees this dark sword and stuff. No, they battle first, almost because the dude's stronger still. He still gets a hit on him, I wanna say, because like he protected them on accident and like he swatted him. And then he meets a sword. So his sword transforms into a wavy one. Should I give him 3-sword style? If I go that far in the actual thing, or I can get to the anime now. But all happens. So yeah, he gets it. He comes back. I'm gonna say I don't know the best compatible magic for his. So because he's closer to Noelle than any of them or Unum, I'm gonna say like because they did do a combo spell with Noelle, so like he gets more magic and stuff. Like I'm gonna say he does one of his techniques in his red form. It's another disappearing one, but this time it makes a tornado. And like he does his strongest move, and like it makes the circle or cut. So this dude, I'm gonna say this time it leaves a scar on him, so he's gonna remember Asta. Imagine like a vortex in the middle with 4 cuts around it. That's kind of what he had left on him. He still gets saved and stuff. That happened. They go to the capital and stuff, and they get assaulted. Noelle gets assaulted, but before the water could be poured on him, I'm gonna say Asta like took out his no, he took a knife, because I'm gonna say Asta's just more mannered in this one, but he does have these moments where he's just dumb. He took the knife, I'm gonna say he was eating normally, and like just cuts the air and makes a vortex for the water and shoots it back at the person. And the person's like, "What you doing here, commoner?" They attack him. I'm saying none of their matches actually touched him, cause like he like used this ultra defense and stuff. So this is the end. No, the lion dude's little brother becomes his rival, quote unquote. They do that little stare off of the lions and the owl thing. That's about it. Okay, bye. See you in the next video.